wolf, goddammit, big black stinking ass wolf. The motherfucker jumped off the boat and ran over there. And when it got there, son of a bitch turned into a man. Did the flip-flop shit on me. Just like a hoe I knew in Detroit back in 62, 63. I go over her house on Saturday night, bitch love me, man. Take a chicken and some pretzel. I come to the door, she's a man. Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face? Don't crazy be flipping and shit.
So the wolf you saw looks something like that right there?
What, the wolf?
The wolf.
Hell no, that didn't look like that. That's a true wild compared to the motherfucker come at me. You must be crazy. You seen the wolf, man?
Yeah.
To the 25th power.
What's going on, kids? It's your Uncle Gino. And we're going to tell scary stories on Partment 30. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. But I am going to give y'all my top 5 scary movies of all time. My top 5 scary movies of all time. Like always, I like to thank y'all for coming. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you like it, say something. If you don't like it, say something. You know, let's just get these numbers up. Appreciate everybody for all the support thus far. I'm gonna keep coming with this content, y'all. Just keep getting bigger and bigger. Like I told y'all in the last episode, we got some big stuff coming. Got it working. Just be patient, and it'll be here. I think y'all gonna love it, and if y'all don't, oh well. I'm gonna do it anyway. So, but my first of my top 5, we're gonna go from 5 to 1. The first one is Return of the Living Dead 2. Now, zombie movies, pretty much, you know, I was scared of zombie movies when I was a little kid. Like, I wasn't fucking with them. Because, like, how can the dead become reanimated? How can, like, you know, Thriller fucked it up for me. So, like, seeing the Return of the Living Dead and the Return of the Living Dead 2, yeah, they scared the pants off me when I was a little kid. I think they're good movies. Part 2 was a very good one. Sometimes it got a little silly, but you know, I'm looking at it through the eyes of a child, so yeah, it was scary. So number 5, my number 5 is Return of the Living Dead 2. My number 4 movie is Prom Night 2. Hello, Mary Lou. Now, the storyline for that is, it was a girl, it was her prom night. She ended up dying in a fire at the school, and her spirit was trapped in the homecoming chest, and once they opened that chest, her spirit was running wild in the school, and it possessed the girl, and the girl was killing people, and she was doing this and doing that, and it was scary. If you get a chance, go watch that. And if you've seen it, I'm pretty sure that if you forgot about it, you want to go back and watch it, because it was a good one. It was a very good movie. I didn't really care for the first one that much, but the second one was pretty good. I think, yeah, the second one was pretty good. So, Prom Night 2 was my number 4 movie. My number 3 movie is Night of the Demons. When I watch scary movies, I try to watch them through the eyes of a child, and just to see how I would feel. Get that, because that's what the fun is all about. Watching horror movies is getting that feeling, that adrenaline rush, getting scared, or the thought of being afraid. You know what I'm saying? So I watched Night of the Demons. I had never seen it when I was a kid, but I watched it when I was older, and I could see that movie probably would have scared the shit out of me. Pretty much, these people go watch a movie. They go into the movies, and the movie is the theater is possessed. The theater is some type of thing. I don't know, but this girl cuts her hand on something, like blade or something, and then when everybody goes in and watch the movie, she goes to the bathroom because she's not feeling well. Well, when she goes to the bathroom, her friend goes to look for her, And when her friend finds her, she's in the bathroom. She done turned into some type of demon, and she chasing the girl, and then she end up killing her and turning her into a demon. And then they just turning people into demons all through the movie, and like it's people running around the whole theater. They can't get out. It's a real good movie. I think it's worth checking out. I think you watch it on Pluto or Tubi or some shit like that. But it's a real old ass movie, but it's good, and I think it's worth to take a look. So, my third movie, like I said, Night of the Demons. My number 2 movie is Pet Sematary. I guess I don't have to tell you why that movie scared the shit out of me. For one, Judd was creepy. He was also Herman Munster from the Munsters. For people who remember, I know a lot of young people ain't gonna remember that show, The Munsters, but he played Frankenstein on The Munsters. Him being that and being in this movie going hand in hand, and as a kid you're like, okay, that's the Frankenstein nigga. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's creepy in itself. But for people who never saw it, I'm gonna indulge you. This family moving to a house. They find out about a pet cemetery in the back of their yard, but beyond the pet cemetery, there's holy ground. They start with the cat. The cat comes back. Then the son gets hit by the truck, and the daddy goes dig the son up and bring the son and bury him into the holy ground. And the son comes back and he becomes murderous. So Pet Cemetery is in my top 2 scary movies of all time. I'm gonna have to do an honorable mention though. Like, I just can't not put this nigga in the mix. But A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors was a classic horror. Freddy at his peak. It was Freddy Krueger at his peak. Before A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, I think 1 and 2, they were alluding to Freddy. They were, I mean, you know, his presence was felt, but he really wasn't who he became in Part 3. Like, he was still like the scary nightmare. We don't know, you know, we know but we don't know. And then when Part 3 came, it was like, oh yeah, Freddy, the whole movie was about Freddy. See, the first 2, they were about the other characters and their progression, but the story became about Freddy in 3. I feel like the movies after Part 3, they became more silly. He became more like a comic book character. But like Part 3 was when Freddy was that nigga. Like, Freddy was in his bag. Freddy was scary. Like, Freddy was he was the nightmare. He was the nightmare. So my honorable mention, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Yeah, that was a very, 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 very scary movie, and one of my favorite movies of all times. Last but not least, my number 1 scary movie of all time. I'm gonna have to go with both of versions of this one movie, and that is It. It, the TV movie, and It, the movie that came out recently in like 2017. The first movie was amazing. It scared the shit out of me. Made me not even like clowns for a long time. I did not like clowns. I did not like pictures of clowns. I didn't like clown toys. And I think another reason why I didn't like clowns was because of Poltergeist. When that clown grabbed a little boy and pulled him up under the bed. You know, that clown toy. I didn't fuck with clowns after that. But then, like, when I saw the clown, It the clown, it just did it for me with clowns and shit. I don't fuck with clowns. And that is why they get the number 1 spot. Because if you can make me not like something for life because, like, of some shit I seen when I was a young child, you fucking win. I don't fuck with clowns at all. I don't fuck with clowns at all. So, yeah. everybody knows the story of it. Pennywise the clown. He was a kid killer, and the first movie they alluded to it, but they kind of danced around it because it was a TV movie, right? They didn't really couldn't take the gloves off like they wanted to. Stephen King. In the 2017 iteration of it, they really took it there. They let us know that this guy was a killer, and he was on the level of Freddy. He was on the level of Freddy. He was getting with people in their imagination. He wasn't in sleep though. He was just getting with them mentally. I remember a story I heard about it's allegedly this is supposed to be true about an extraterrestrial alien. They call him Sam the Sandown Clown, and allegedly 2 kids were playing, and they heard like a loud noise, and they were running to try to find it, and they ran past ran through a golf course, and they ran through the woods, and they came upon a bridge, and when they came on a bridge, they saw a hand come from under, the hand with like 3 fingers maybe, come from under the bridge or whatever. And then when they saw what was under the bridge, it was like a 7-foot tall man, but it wasn't a man. And he was looking for something in the water, and when it was like a book or something, so he found it. And so the kids, when they saw it, it scared them because they said he looked like a clown, but he wasn't a clown. You know what I'm saying? He had his facial features were like a clown, but they weren't painted on. You see what I'm saying? So they running, and so when they're running away, they hear the sound again, and then they hear like somebody on a megaphone and say, "Hello, are you there?" So the kids, when they turn around, they didn't seem like it was. They didn't feel threatened by the voice. So when they went back and they talked to him, he introduced himself as Sam the Sandown Clown, and multicolored Sam, and he was allegedly an extraterrestrial. They were asking him questions, and they were asking him, "Well, are you a ghost?" And he was like, something like that. And they asked him, he was like, "Are you human?" It's like, "No." And they was like, "Well, what are you?" And he was like, "Well, you know what I am." And so he invited them into, it looked like what was a hut, but it could have been his ship. And he invited them in. You could look this story up. Sam the Sandown Clown. This happened in like 1975, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I see why clowns get a bad rap, because you walk around with a smile on your face, and then John Wayne Gacy and all that shit, and like, nah, can't fuck with the clowns. So yeah, that's my top 5 scary movies of all time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Porterhouse Media on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook, Gino Hernandez. Follow me on Instagram, Gino the Hill. And follow me on TikTok, Gino Hernandez 86. And like I said, comment. If you like the videos, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a thumbs down. Leave a comment. Whatever. It's all appreciated. If we're on social media, hey, y'all, send me some stars. I'm doing this for y'all. So y'all send me some stars. And like I keep repeating, I keep reiterating, I have some stuff coming. Y'all gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I got some more episodes I'm gonna get into. They're on some more serious tips. So y'all stay tuned for that. Because we're gonna talk about, like I said, we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about wrestling. We're gonna talk about scary movies. We're gonna talk about child support. We're gonna talk about the laws and legislation. We're going to talk about everything. It's an election year. We're going to talk about the election. We're going to talk about a lot of things, y'all. We're going to cover a lot, man. So y'all just Y'all just ride this ride with me and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride with uncle, man. Ride with your uncle. Ride with your uncle. Get in the car, ride with your uncle. Uncle Gino, shit. Hell. But anyway, man, y'all have a good night. I love y'all. And if you a hater, you know what to do. I ain't gotta tell you. So get to it. Alright? Peace.
For the